Now, folks, we see here, and we see Reuters with another story. South African police removes the police minister. That's a lie. That's a lie. So whoever wrote that in America is a liar. Look, another American article, AP News. You cannot trust any of these people. They say South African president removes the police minister. That's a lie, folks. That he did not remove him. He placed his comrade on leave. He placed his comrade on vacation. That has nothing to do with. If he suspended him, there would have been a clear difference. But he did not suspend him. He waited a week, and then Mchunu Saturday put in a leave request. We all know why, because we all know what's going on behind scenes. But let's just look at it from a pure logical perspective. This man put his comrade on special leave. And when you look at it here, is the ANC in Gauteng backs judicial inquiry into SAPS. Of course you do, because the findings will not be binding. It will be an investigation with no teeth. It will be an investigation where whatever the findings is, whatever the criminal activity they uncover, we don't have to act upon it. That's the point. That's the thing about a judicial inquiry. When we have a general in SAPS who has said, we have done the investigation, we have evidence. He said he's 90% done with an arrest warrant towards Senzo Mchunu. And we look at that and we say, oh no, we still need to investigate. We need former judges to come up and find things. We need three ministers in the police now. That's the utter failure that we have become. And when you look at what the EFF says, can you can you find the lie? No, you cannot. The Economic Freedom Fighters says that SAPS is the chief criminal syndicate in South Africa. Now, can you dispute that? Because we know there is criminals in it. Weeks ago, I think it was last week, seven generals, not seven generals, but the top one was a general, the lowest one was a brigadier. Now, folks, all of them, it was seven suspects appeared before court, all of them within crime intelligence. Now, think if seven people in crime intelligence are already corrupt, how the hell do you expect crime intelligence to fight crime with criminals leading it? The general at the very top is a criminal, and then the brigadier overseeing the people on the ground is a criminal herself. This is the thugs that we have allowed into the government. Why? Because we elected a thug. We elected a thug at the top of the government, which is the thug from Palapala, the thug that killed 34 mine workers at Marikana. That is the thug we're talking about. The thug that stashes dollars in his couch. That is the thug we are talking about. We're not talking about somebody that just, oh, he's a lame duck president. No, he's not a lame duck. He's not lazy. He's not sitting back. He is fully involved with the criminal activity. And now he's doing delay tactics. Everybody in politics knows. You're at the helm of the country, you get a scandal. What do you do to delay? Commission of inquiry. That's why he's had 23 of them, because he's gonna commission of inquiry his way to two full terms as president. And we're gonna allow it. We're gonna allow a criminal to get away with two terms as president. The public protector's findings last time in Palapala was that he committed no crime, but the guy who brought in the dollars committed crime. Now, folks, anybody who knows common law principle is that if you take money, you know this is illegal money, and you still take it, you are now a criminal yourself. That's common law. You just have to find the statute that he violated. But we have a public protector who was in the youth league of the ANC who protects the president and not the public. This is what we have to deal with. We cannot trust a public protector any longer. We cannot trust a president any longer. We shouldn't have waited for him. He was a half hour late to just make an 18-hour speech. Think of that, the disdain that he shows for South Africans. He says the speech is gonna be 7 o'clock. Then they say he's on the way. Past 7, they say he's on the way. I mean, this is the ridiculousness that we have become as South Africa. We have allowed these people to just trample all over us, and then at the same time take the taxes, take the money, loot the state resources. But I guarantee you this man will not be left untouched. Ramaphosa, once he leaves presidency, just like his predecessor, he will be prosecuted, and I fear he knows that. And the reason I fear that he knows that is because these are the type of men that become dictators. These are the type of men that become authoritarians. This is Ramaphosa, the same one that has used the NPA to go after his political opponents.